Have you ever felt that cold dread, the one that whispers, "What if I owe taxes I simply can't afford?" For many adults, taxpayers, and especially small business owners, this isn't just a hypothetical fear. It's a very real, anxiety-inducing scenario. But what if we told you that this moment, while challenging, doesn't have to be a crisis? Today, we're going to calmly and informatively explore what truly happens when you find yourself in this situation. Our goal is to replace panic with perspective, offering practical tax guidance and stress reduction strategies. We'll empower you with knowledge, turning a daunting problem into a manageable one. Owing more than you can pay can feel incredibly overwhelming, a heavy burden on your personal finances. It combines the immediate stress of financial strain with the deep uncertainty of unknown consequences. This feeling is completely normal and understandable. Many people instinctively assume that an inability to pay means immediate, severe penalties or aggressive action from tax authorities. This common misconception fuels unnecessary fear and anxiety. It's crucial to understand that the system is designed with more flexibility than you might imagine. This fear often stems from a lack of clear information and a natural human aversion to financial vulnerability. For small business owners, this stress can be amplified, as business finances are often intertwined with personal well-being. We're here to reassure you that there are pathways forward. Understanding the actual structure of tax collection can significantly reduce this emotional burden. It's about shifting from a mindset of impending doom to one of proactive problem-solving. Let's demystify the process together. When facing tax debt you can't immediately cover, the single most critical piece of advice is this: do not ignore the situation. Avoiding communication or failing to file your return will invariably make things worse, not better. This isn't because the system is inherently punitive. Instead, it's because the tax system, like any financial institution, relies on open communication and engagement. Filing your tax return, even if you can't pay the balance due, is a fundamental step. It acknowledges your obligation and signals your intent to comply. Silence, in this context, is often interpreted as noncompliance or even evasion, which can trigger more severe actions and penalties. This is a key piece of tax guidance for all taxpayers, especially small businesses who have ongoing filing requirements. Engagement, on the other hand, opens the door to a range of solutions. By filing on time, you avoid failure to file penalties, which are often much higher than failure to pay penalties. This simple act demonstrates good faith and provides a starting point for discussing payment options. It's the first step in taking control of your personal finance situation. It's a common misconception that the tax system is solely focused on immediate, full payment. In reality, the system is primarily designed to collect the taxes owed over time in a structured and manageable way. Its goal is revenue collection, not to push taxpayers into financial ruin. When a taxpayer, whether an individual or a small business, genuinely cannot pay their tax liability in full, the system provides mechanisms for relief. These mechanisms include options for extended time, structured payment plans, and gradual resolution of the debt. This is not an exception to the rule. These provisions are a built-in, integral part of the tax administration process. They exist because tax authorities recognize that financial circumstances can fluctuate for anyone. Life happens, businesses have ups and downs, and income isn't always perfectly aligned with tax due dates. Therefore, owing money does not automatically equate to an immediate crisis or a punitive outcome. It signifies a timing issue, a challenge that the system is equipped to help you navigate. This understanding is vital for stress reduction and effective problem solving. When you find yourself owing more than you can pay, several high-level options are typically available to help manage the debt. These are administrative tools, not loopholes, designed to provide flexibility and structure. They exist to help you fulfill your tax obligations without undue hardship. One of the most common and accessible options is an installment agreement. This allows taxpayers to make monthly payments over an extended period, typically up to 72 months. It's a straightforward way to budget for your tax debt, integrating it into your personal finance plan. This provides predictable payments and peace of mind. For those facing significant financial distress, offer in compromise, OIC, might be an option. An OIC allows certain taxpayers to resolve their tax liability for a lower amount than what they originally owe. This is usually considered when there's doubt about the taxpayer's ability to pay the full amount, or when collecting the full amount would cause economic hardship. It's a more complex process, but it can offer substantial relief. Another important option is currently not collectible CNC status. If you can demonstrate that paying your tax debt would prevent you from meeting basic living expenses, the tax authority might temporarily suspend collection efforts. This provides crucial breathing room during periods of extreme financial difficulty. It's a temporary measure, but it can be a lifesaver. These options are not about avoiding your responsibilities. They are about fulfilling them in a realistic and sustainable manner. The details and eligibility criteria vary, but the underlying principle is consistent. Progress towards resolution is valued more than immediate, perfect payment. This educational insight is key for effective tax guidance. While the tax system offers pathways for resolution, certain behaviors can unfortunately escalate stress and complicate matters unnecessarily. These reactions, though often rooted in fear, can turn a manageable situation into a much more challenging one. Understanding these pitfalls is crucial for effective problem solving. The most detrimental behavior is avoiding filing your tax return altogether. Failing to file not only incurs significant penalties, but also prevents you from accessing any of the payment options available. It puts you outside the system, making it harder for tax authorities to work with you. This is a critical piece of tax guidance for all adults. Ignoring official notices and correspondence from the tax authority is another common mistake. These letters are not just threats. They often contain vital information about your balance, penalties, and available options. Disregarding them means missing deadlines and opportunities for resolution, leading to increased penalties and more aggressive collection actions. Assuming the worst-case scenario without seeking information or advice can also be paralyzing. Many taxpayers imagine immediate asset seizures or severe legal repercussions, which are rarely the first steps taken. This fear can prevent proactive engagement, trapping individuals in a cycle of anxiety and inaction. It's a significant barrier to stress reduction. These reactions are understandable from a human perspective, driven by fear and overwhelm. However, they are ultimately unhelpful and counterproductive. Most situations become significantly more manageable once they are addressed directly, calmly, and with informed action. Taking control starts with facing the issue head-on. Let's reframe how we think about owing more taxes than you can immediately pay. Instead of viewing it as a moral failing or a catastrophic personal finance crisis, consider it primarily as a timing problem. This shift in perspective is incredibly powerful for stress reduction and problem solving. The tax system, and indeed life itself, expects people to experience financial ups and downs. Businesses have good years and lean years. Individuals face unexpected expenses, job changes, or health challenges. These fluctuations are a normal part of economic life, not indicators of irresponsibility. Your responsibility, in this context, is not to magically produce funds you don't have. Instead, it's to respond calmly, proactively, and informatively to the situation. It means engaging with the system, understanding your options, and taking steps to resolve the debt in a structured way. This is where effective tax guidance truly shines. Understanding replaces fear with a sense of control and agency. When you know your options and the process, the daunting unknown transforms into a series of manageable steps. This empowers you to navigate the challenge with confidence, protecting your personal finance stability and reducing unnecessary anxiety. Remember, the goal is resolution, not perfection. By taking informed action, you can move past this challenge and maintain your financial well-being. ###